Hey, welcome back to another Designer Studio episode. Today we're taking a look at the most recent variant of Humvee kits that Brickmania has tried to release. Let's talk a little bit about how sweet this thing is.
Well, it's a pretty cool model. I don't usually brag about my models, but it's fun. It was a fun one to do. This is the M997A3, so the latest version of the Humvee ambulance line. I think it'd be like the third or fourth different ambulance that they put out. So you basically have this hard shell ambulance. It's a typical ambulance body. This particular one would be on the heavy duty chassis. The AM General's been progressively upgrading all their chassis. This one has the latest one, which just means it can haul more over rougher terrain. Not necessarily saying let's go four-wheeling with the
right, exactly, but it does what it needs to do.
With the ambulance,
it's prepared. Yeah.
So this this being the latest model, I also upgraded from the last version of the Humvee ambulance that we've done in tan colors, which would be typical for a lot of the operations that have gone on in the last 20 years. It has the latest grilled tiles that we did, printed grille tiles. We also, in previous versions, we had stickers for the doors. This time we printed them. All the pieces.
I don't think there's a sticker on here.
We decided to forego the stickers altogether on this model. So the only thing that I kind of regret is we don't have a marking on the front, but it's not worth a sticker sheet for one marking. If you have some of the other Brickmania kits, you can get that sticker, that red cross, and slap it on there. So, but let's talk, features?
Yeah, let's talk a little bit of functions, because this thing, obviously, besides the interior, still has a lot of cool stuff going down. The stairs in the back are my personal favorite.
Well, let's start with that. So you do have opening back doors. Let me see if I get these things open here.
Some brick-built stretchers included in there as well.
Right, you have opening back doors, and that's exactly how the real thing functions. So it does have back doors that open. Easy in for like putting your stretchers, putting your casualties in there, or wherever you're transporting. This model, I do have it so the roof comes off.
I love that.
Easy play feature. And it does, as Dylan pointed out, there are two stretchers in there. They come as standard. You can fit two stretchers, you could fit a medic down inside there too. This model does come with two medics, actually.
Right.
So it's not just like simple ambulance drivers. We kind of went all out and made full-on field medics.
Well, and they're actually pretty unique figures. We'll have landed in here in just a little bit to talk about them, because they are one of those figures that, especially if you're doing a modern Desert Storm, etc. mock, you can really add some cool variety by having these included in here.
These are modern. These are like yesterday model.
Right, exactly, which is really, really cool.
So we do have that typical, playable feature, I guess. The roof of the cab also comes off, so you can get your figures in and out. It is a bit of a challenge to get your figure under that steering wheel.
Sure.
To get this cab the way it is, it was a little bit more challenging, a little bit more crammed to get it in there. Doors open, of course. You can. So these figures do not have them, but if you have figures with brick arms plate carriers, there is a cutout in the back of the seat so that the stud on the back of the brick arm or the plate
fit. Oh, cool! That's awesome.
It was designed specifically for this. It's really impossible to see from the camera, but there is a cutout for that. If you wanted to, you can open the hood here.
Just got to move the snorkel.
Yeah, move the snorkel out of the way. And then you can open that up, and you do have a radiator, and it's sort of a standard feature on all the Humvees since the previous Humvee. I was like, well, why not just put that in there? Because really, under the hood, there is the engine. You'd think the engine's under the hood,
but it's actually centralized.
Yeah, it's a giant radiator. The engine's in the center line of the vehicle. So it's kind of nice learning about these things.
Well, and I love the play features on this. I know it's kind of something that has existed in the previous versions of this model, but this kit is one of those that, now with all the printing and the figures and everything, it's kind of like the culmination of all these techniques coming together and really being unique and awesome. So, even the brick-built cross on the top is something that it just looks good. It works. You see it, you're like, that's right. That's how it's supposed to look.
And of course, it is sturdy. It is playable.
If you have the will to want to play roughly with your Humvee, it will stand up and stand the test of time.
Or if your offspring happens to get a hold of it,
exactly.
It's probably not going to crumble apart to pieces.
Well, and I love it too. Just to go onto this, it's a super durable kit, and yet you saw when he took the roof off, there's like 6 studs that hold that whole thing together, and yet at the same time, that is solid and on there, and so that's cool to see. how that comes together. It's some of the genius of the design of these kits, and part of the fun of putting it together in the instructions, quite honestly. Anything else you want to cover there?
No, that's it. I mean, it's pretty straightforward. It fits well with all of the other vehicles we've done. If you happen to have an LCAC, it would look beautiful sitting on the LCAC desk.
If you happen to have an
fill
LCAC.
it up with 13 of them.
You know, the medics come ashore. Okay,
That's
very,
right.
very cool. Well, let's turn it over now to Landon, because we have 2 awesome figures that are also included with this kit. Okay, so now per usual, Landon's joining us to talk about the figures with this kit. 2 of them, which is awesome and kind of unique because they're, you know, obviously this
combat
is
medics.
Yeah, right, exactly. A little
Whoa.
different. And apparently Nugget likes them as well.
Okay, Nugget.
She's a
I'm
big
going to show
fan
you
of
the
the
figures.
medics.
Okay, we've got 2 figures here in this kit, and as you can see, Nugget's very interested in being pet. And we have a backpack on the back of the minifigure, and that would be chock full of like medical supplies, right?
Sure.
On the front, you'll see some new artwork as well, and we have a little smaller med kit on the front. We have the blood type patch. We have some pistol magazine pouches, and you can see a tourniquet tucked into that magazine pouch there on her right. And moving around, you can kind of see that some new artwork with that strap kind of wrapping around the side there, connecting up nicely from the front to the back, because that's how backpack straps work.
That
right?
would be
how that generally
how
happens.
a backpack is
The
functional.
little red tab on the shoulder there is actually another tourniquet tucked into that pocket, and a little Velcro tab peeking out there is what that's representing. All in all, a cool little minifigure that is would be a great addition to your full squad here, and this would be a cool mock. Kind of having some support going on to a battlefield, right?
Well, and especially if you want to add some variety to not only the figures but also the vehicles you have included in your modern mock. This is definitely a really cool crew to toss in there. So thanks for going over those. Sounds like a cool thing. We will have this lined up again, because it is one of the Humvees that will be returning regularly, hopefully. So make sure to stay tuned for when it restocks. Otherwise, thank you for joining us, and tune in next time.